Hey Cancer, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. We take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything. If I don't catch your wavelength or storyline on this reading, check your other major placements. And we're starting off with the Oracle decks for a more intuitive vibe of where we're going. And we've already got some cards popping out here. And then we're moving on to the Crow Tarot for a more traditional tarot spread. And as always, I post the photos of the spread at the end of the reading in case you want to check it out there. All right, what have we got? Okay. Well, here you are. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So something is fully revealed, fully understood, and you see the whole thing for what it really is. So a personal issue reaches resolution. To me, this card always denotes a sense of passivity to the situation, of allowing something to come to its full fruition, allowing something to be revealed, to be understood, yeah, possibly an emotional issue. We're talking a personal issue, so with somebody else. So there's some sort of resolution coming in here. We also have two cards that have a little bit of a similar meaning here. We have align your life, what is not aligned or needing to change. So some sort of shift, some sort of possibly shift in perspective or shift in daily activities. This one doesn't seem to me to be like a big change, huge, massive change. We're not talking tower moments with this card. We're not talking death card. We're talking, shifting something, aligning your life. Maybe what you want out of a situation has changed a little bit and shifted a little bit. Maybe some of your behaviors or activities need a little bit of a tweak. Maybe your perspective or understanding needs to change a little bit. I have found with my experience that this card is also a pretty passive card. Like, you don't need to force this change. You need to just be open to it and understand. And then when you see the opportunity arise, you can just like, oh, that's it. Yeah, shift. So it's not a lot of forcing or pushing or pressure on this card. It's just there's something that's going to arise. It's going to ask you to change a little bit. It's going to ask you to shift. It's going to ask you to, change lanes on the freeway. It'll be more than that because we also have a personal issue. This might bring the personal issue to some sort of resolution, is shifting your perspective, shifting something that you're doing or something you want out of a situation shifts. And then we also have... why did I think these were the same? But I did. I saw them as the same. Take a break. Life's a work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So I just want to say there might be some repetitive behaviors that you have or repetitive thoughts that you have. And this is taking a break from those, whether those be, leisurely, recreational or work related or even relationship related. Just take a break from how you're normally doing something. That's why I thought it's just... how some sort of pattern or repetitive system that you have isn't quite working for you. So taking a break, moving away from that, letting that rest. I feel like it's like a repetitive, when you like hurt yourself or carpal tunnel or something like that, we have like a repetitive use injury like that. I feel like that might be the case with something more internal, a repetitive use injury, and you just need to rest it for a while before you get back to doing something. So there's something that I don't know why I'm seeing repetitive so much here, but I am. Something that you do or have done, just take a break from it, let it rest, stop worrying about it, thinking about it, obsessing over it, working so hard. And you may just actually need to take a break. If you've been working too hard, you may just need to take a break, back off of something, and understand that you've got your whole life to work on stuff. So just, and it feels like that's what needs to be aligned, is some sort of foot off the gas kind of thing, some sort of resting is going to be more in alignment with your energy right now. And then we have two that are also a little similar. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, take a break and lead. Well, maybe that is a bit. Maybe you are leading through rest and helping people understand how better to care for themselves and their bodies. by resting. But also you may just need to take initiative with something. You may need to, and this could also be a way in which you needing to align more, is needing to take a little more initiative with something, needing to lead, maybe even with your own life, maybe not waiting for someone else to tell you what to do or give you permission, but leading with your own life. And then we have starseed, what lights you up, dreaming and dreaming big. So now might be a time to just, maybe your dreams need to shift, maybe your dreams need to be realigned, and you need to, when you're taking this break, dreaming and dreaming big, and maybe even dreaming of leadership. What would you like to lead? Where would you like to lead something next? So maybe this has to do with some sort of role you're playing in an organization or a group, of dreaming and visioning the next steps, and leading from that, from some place that lights you up, not leading in a harsh way or a more typical way, but leading from the heart. Seeing some King of Wands energy here, leading from your own intuition and from what lights you up, and being a leader in that way. All right, Cancer. You're doing it for me. Okay, we got another overall. This came out in reverse. What are we doing here? How is this reverse? 5 of Swords. What? Get out. Difficult choices, between a rock and a hard place, having to make some hard choices here. Except for it's in reverse. So reverse is pretty much the same thing. Difficult choices. Do you choose yourself? Do you choose others? Do you put others before you? Do you put yourself before others? These are all questions we're asking ourselves in every situation. These are all, and there's no right answer. Sometimes the right answer, sometimes there's no consistent right answer. Sometimes the answer is, by a razor thin margin, probably time to look out for yourself. Right now, and also by a razor thin margin, maybe I need to let someone else win this argument, that just this once, not every time. So difficult choices and decisions, lose situations, where there's not a win-win situation here. So you might be dealing with some really difficult choices, yeah, there's not a good way out, but it reaches resolution, so that's good. So you pass. Maybe you need to walk away from something, walking away from a conflict. Maybe that's what this align your life and take a break is, and this personal issue reaching resolution with this 5 of Swords in reverse is, there's always one person in this that's walking away, just like, you know what, I don't even win, lose, whatever, I'm actually just folding here and walking away. I don't really want to play this stupid game. So that's what this could be in the reverse, is making a difficult choice to walk away from something, some sort of discussion or some sort of, this isn't what lights you up, right? Because we're talking about needing to align your life. So you have something that's really not lighting you up. Focus on what does light you up, focus on that and put your energy into that. And maybe you need to just walk away from a situation, take a break, realign your life, towards what actually brings you to life and what actually makes you happy. And if there's a conflict here, let it resolve itself. Get your thumb out of that pie. This is a nursery rhyme. Get your thumb out of that pie, or just move on with your life, because this isn't what's making you happy. So it looks like just walking away from a conversation or an argument. In your past, present, inner landscape, what's an issue, your environment, to-do list, and possible outcome. These cards, this Crow deck is newish to me, and it feels very intense. The colors are, I don't know what they are. They're like somehow both intense and muted. All right, a lot of swords. So this could be a lot about communication, thinking, maybe overthinking. So communication and intellectual pursuits, intellectual thoughts, the way you think about something. So in your recent past, we have Six of Swords. You've walked away from something, or you've wanted to, you've thought about it. This isn't so much a leap of faith as a like, forget this, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. This holds nothing for me now. This whole like conversation, these ideas, this whole way of thinking about the world and thinking about things, this holds nothing for me anymore. I get nothing out of this, and moving on and moving away. Normally we would depict a helper, but this is a decision that you have to make on your own. This is something that you have to leave behind all by yourself. It's a blessing. There is spring available, but right now, but in your recent past, it did not feel like it. It felt like things should be flowing, and yet we're leaving something behind. I think I was seeing a spring snow. Almost like a reboot, a restart. It's a decision only you could have made. There might have been assistance there, but there was harm here. There was damage done, and it's just like, I'm actually getting the same message as this reverse Five of Swords in this Six of Swords. Is just leaving something behind. Just, you know what? I don't need this. This is too much stress. This is too difficult. This actually wounds me and hurts me, and I just don't want this anymore. It was insulting to you, it hurt you, and you just like, and you might have had to leave part of yourself behind there. Just like, okay, well, my foot is caught in this trap, so I'm going to just saw my foot off here and then just go on with my life. Yes, I don't have my left foot. Yes, that is correct. But I'm just going to move on with my life now because I don't want to be trapped here and stuck here. So even though it wounded you to go and you did not enjoy it and it really wasn't what you were looking for, there's a sense of either you're doing this now because I'm getting this Five of Swords reverse, of walking away from something. This is interesting. This is the second card of just walking away from something. In your current situation, you have this, again, a Six of Cups. Okay. Well, you walked away from a situation that you found insulting or upsetting or wounded you, but now we have Six of Cups. Now we're returning to something. Okay, what's back there? There's something left unfulfilled, some sort of unfulfilled promise back here. There's the past. There's returning to the past. These have little roses in there, but this one's got a light in it. So there's something back there that called to you, that still has potential, that hasn't been fulfilled. And you've returned to that place where that wasn't fulfilled, and maybe looking for some fulfillment, looking for, what did I leave back there? So maybe you left something, right? You left something behind. When you left a situation, you left something behind, and now you're returning to that thing, wondering if there's still potential here, if this cup still glows for you, if that diamond ring still shines for you. Like, I'm thinking, I only hear that song with the Chipmunks, okay? This diamond ring doesn't shine for me anymore. But now you've returned. You left something behind. Maybe you left in haste. You were like, forget this. And then you're like, oh my gosh, this is reminding me of it. I can't tell you the whole story. But anyway, it's from long ago. I left a guy's house in the middle of the night and realized the next morning that I'd left my glasses at his bedside table and had to crawl back. Very humiliated, and go get my glasses. So that's a little bit of what this is reminding me of. Like, you left in haste. You're like, this is not for me. This, whatever's going on here, not for me. I'm blushing now. This is not for me. You left something back there, and now you're coming back, and you're like, okay, well, I think I did leave something back here, and I think I do need to get it. Like, it's your foot or your glasses or something like that. So you're returning. There's a return to the past here. Which, we're in Mercury retrograde, so there's going to be a return to the past. And maybe what you're looking for is some sort of absolution, I want to say, or resolution, or forgiveness, or something valuable, something that you needed, or what do you call that? When you kind of closure. There might be something there, or there might be like a possible reboot there. You're like, okay, well, maybe we can reattach this foot, or maybe I can achieve these, get my glasses back. So there's some sort of return to the past, and some sort of wondering about what might have happened, or what maybe you left back there. Some sort of happiness, some source of happiness. Oopsie, left too fast, left in a hurry, forgot something. Just back to see if I can get that or not. See, maybe. So this could be you, or this could be someone else coming back to figure something out here. And then in your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, we have Page of Pentacles. You're hoping for a new beginning. You're hoping for something real, something new. But there's a new well, that's your hopes and fears. So there is a new beginning here, and there's a fear of a new beginning or a hope of a new beginning in reality, like something starting in reality, a new job, a new house, something like that. Very physical, very real. You can take pictures of it. Page of Pentacles. It's and there's the page. So this could be a person that you're thinking about. You know, you could be wondering about how they would respond to a new beginning or a renewed beginning. How would they respond to that? Would they be curious about it? Would they turn their back on it? So here we have this like snow in spring. So this unexpected sort of freeze or difficulty. And then now we're having this nice spring where there's this beautiful new beginning here, and then things that, okay, this is the real new start. So you're hoping for that. You're hoping for a real new start in reality. You might be a little worried about what someone might think of this, especially if this is a return to something from your past, something that you walked away from. And so there's something real here, and you're hoping for it. There's a lot of curiosity. Our pages are just learning something, so you might be hoping to like learn a new skill, you know, learn what, you know, in your new apartment, we'll learn what day the garbages are out, or how to use the keypad entry, or whatever. There's something new here that you're looking to learn, and you might be a little worried about learning something new. What's at issue here is reverse 10 of Cups, unfulfilled, possibly unfulfilled potential. Something's not been fulfilling as you thought. Like maybe you were like, I'm leaving this behind, this sucks, and I don't care if I'm leaving all my feathers back here. And then someone's coming back and being like, hey, about those feathers, what do you think if I like grabbed some now? And then this is like, well, something's very unfulfilling. Someone's not emotionally satisfied, emotionally fulfilled. This could also be a breakup card, because it's 10 in reverse, and normally it's like a couple or a family. So there could be something breaking apart rather than coming together, rather than having a moment in this rainbow, in the sun, plateauing and feeling life's really good. It's the opposite. There's like a moment of breakage, a moment of something not working out, not being fulfilling, family breaking up, kind of feeling. I mean, obviously these come in on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? So not all of you are going to be experiencing, you know, the 10 of this. The 10 of the 10 of Cups reversed would be like a divorce, or a breaking apart of a connection of some kind, an emotional satisfaction, but great emotional dissatisfaction and frustration. In your environment, you have the Sun, lots of growth, opportunities for growth. That's good. And also clarity, nice clarity. And maybe that's what you want. Maybe this is, right, we've got our sunflowers here as well. So maybe you're looking into this cup for clarity. Maybe that's what you left back in the past, is some sort of clarity, some sort of, yeah, somebody left some clarity back there, and they've come back to get it. Hey, about that clarity and communication, what do you say we, you know, that's still available? But in the environment, we've got something very clear is going on here, something very happy. So there's this dissatisfaction or misery And then we have, and that's what's going on in the environment, miserable. Someone's miserable. Maybe they think that this thing back here is going to make them happy. Some sort of closure or something is going to make them happy. And then we have the Sun card here. So something in the environment is really clear, really good, really beneficial. There's some nice victory here in the environment. Your to-do list, I like it because it's given me this priestess vibe here. So I like a little repetition in these readings. We have Queen of Swords energy. So that's you. That's you knowing what you think. Knowing that you have a right to your opinion, you have a right to your thoughts and what you think, you have a right to your perspective, you have a right to speak your mind. The Queen of Swords isn't really gonna namby-pamby about. She's gonna just be really direct. Now, if someone's come here for clarity, if someone's come here for closure, this is the greatest gift you can give them and to yourself, is to just be really clear about your intentions, what you want, what you think, what you saw, what your perspective is, and some honest communication right from your innards, right? Because the queens are internally focused. They're focused right inside here. So they're focused on the inner world. So this person, this you, your focus, you can focus. This is time for you to focus on what you think. Focus on clear as crap communication. We've got this like Sun card here, very, very clear, being very clear. You don't have to be mean, right? This Queen of Swords isn't in the reverse. We're not being mean, but we are being clear, and there's a mercy in a way in being clear. There's a mercy there. There is that clarity is love, is this Sun card, this clarity that we all crave and want. Why not gift that into this situation? Clarity. And it's not that you have the overall truth. This is just your truth, being in touch with your truth. So that's your job. You're looking for that opportunity right now, is being in touch with your truth, being able to having the courage to communicate that truth clearly if called on to do so. But mostly it's about you knowing yourself, knowing what you think, and knowing your truth and what you think about the situation. Possible outcome. Woo! 7 of Swords. Again, this is non-communication. So maybe this is a warning, or this could be any outcome. This isn't, your job really isn't to game the system or come up with the final result or manipulate. This is actually the anti-manipulation card, right? We're not going for a result. We're going for communication of our truth, and come what may. Come what may. I'm just going to say what I think. I'm going to know what I think. I'm going to know my own mind here, what I think, what I saw, what I observed, and the other person can just do whatever they want with that. That's not your job, is to figure out the result and then be the sort of person that can get the result or say the things or think the things that you think is going to get you the result. This is you being completely in your own my truth. But you're not. Other people have their truth, right? And that's what this is. Other people have their truth too. Other people have their experience and what they saw and what they did and what they understood. So this 7 of Swords it's usually about either lying, tricking, or someone clamming up somehow. It's about a major communication issue. You've got 5 of Swords in reverse. This is saying possibly just walk away from this. You did before. Is what's going to happen if you open this can of worms again? It could be kind of the same thing, walking away again and shutting it down and ending a situation again. And then there's your clarity, honey. There's your clarity. If we can't even go back for resolution, go back for closure, revisit anything, then yeah, that's your answer right there. So this could be someone walking away from a situation and they're just not going to talk about it anymore. They just don't want to talk about it anymore, and that's their right. So again, man, we've got 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Someone could just choose to clam up, choose to walk away from this situation, choose to not talk about it, or just take their ideas and go. Right, swords are thoughts, ideas, communication. 7 of Swords to me talks a little bit about silent treatment, winning at all costs, lying, you know, and it might just be better to walk away from the situation, but you won't know unless you find out. So, and then this personal issue reaches resolution. That resolution could be someone not talking. And this could be you, right? There's times to cut someone off if they don't want to listen, if they're not engaging with you in open, honest conversation. It's okay to walk away. You don't have to put up with whatever anybody wants to dish out, right? So you're a grown-up. You get to put on your plate what you want to eat, and you don't have to eat everything on your plate, right? This is sort of not that relationship anymore. Where you have to just take whatever anybody wants to dish, and nobody has to take what you're dishing either. So there you go. So anyway, we've got the Seven of Swords, possible outcome, someone walking away, lying about something. You can bring all the honesty and clarity you want. That's not going to force someone else to bring honesty and clarity into the situation. So just be aware that your only job right now is to just be aware of what you think, what you feel, what you know, what you saw. And outcomes could be, you might not be able to control the outcome here, but someone could just walk away. Silent treatment, lies. That's not your job, and that's not your business. Your job and your business is staying in touch with what you think, what you saw, what you feel, what you think, and speaking your truth. And other people are responsible for their part in that. If they don't want to play, they don't want to play. So, and this could also be you just putting your best effort forward. If it's not received well, or it just ends up in conflict, just walking away again, ending the conflict that way. This could also be a warning that if you're not honest with yourself, then it's just more lies and bullshit, and you're contributing to that. All right, Cancer. Whew, I told you those were pretty intense cards, and the messages come in. I don't know. I like it. I like dipping into that energy for a minute or two. So I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for your likes, subscribes, and comments, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.